What are some of the practices of our nation now? Remember, we looked at that at Israel, so let's look at ours. Well, abortion, you can have that on demand. It's just a choice. It's not a life, unless you want the baby. And then, oh, let's get those sonograms. They're so cute and wonderful. But it's a fetus if you don't want it. Living together. Do you remember me telling you the 10 Commandments? And when I got to thou shalt not commit adultery, and I said that adultery was any sex, any sex outside the marriage bed. Does anybody remember that? You know, that's in the church now as much as it's outside of the church. I'm not condemning anybody. Trust me, I'm the worst of sinners. The worst of sinners. If you've ever heard anything about me, chances are 99% it's true. I got saved in 2001 and God started changing my heart. He started cleaning up my life. Are we finished yet? No. Every day's a new day. Do I make mistakes? All the time. When we're going over these things, there's no condemnation. I hope you see no condemnation in my eyes or in my heart because I'm not condemning. We can start over right now, this second. Right now, we can start over. Adultery, I already went over that. Peace at any cost. Peace at any cost is where we've gotten in the United States. That's not God's way, peace at any cost. There is still right and wrong and black and white. The Bible is written in black and white. Homosexuality, we talked about that. Are we to hate homosexuals? No. We're to love homosexuals. We're to love the sinner and hate the sin. We're to love them into the kingdom. It makes me sad that I sit in church and I hear people, not your church, but other churches, I hear people talk about Modern Family. That's like their favorite show. And I want to throw up. It makes my heart sick. Our youth is so bombarded with sin day in and day out that it's just, they don't even know it's sin. It's funny. It's okay. It's, we laugh at it. We give it awards. Legalization of marijuana. You haven't seen that a lot here in Georgia yet, but in the West it's becoming rampant. They're legalizing marijuana. The word for witchcraft in Greek is pharmakein, sorcery. Does that look familiar? Pharmakein? Pharmacy, drugs. Worshiping other gods. Maybe you don't have a Baal and an Asherah in your house, but maybe you're worshiping fame or power or money or your job or your kids. I mean, fill it in. Whatever is more important and takes your eyes off your relationship with God becomes a God, a little g in your life. God wants our attention. Remember, thou shalt have no other gods before me. He is a jealous God. He is Kwana. And we have let me back up. We worship Hollywood stars. We are so excited about Hollywood stars. We have to watch it on the TV, get the magazine, watch the news. It's all about them. And if you'll look at it, they're the ones that are doing all the above. And we're worshiping them and we're taking their advice on who to vote for. Please help me. We're taking their advice on abortion, on health care. Witches and vampires are rampant in our youth, even in the church. That breaks my heart. There are no such thing as good vampires or witches. They're demons, they're evil, and you open a window in your home and in your heart when you allow those in. Get them out of your house. Please, I beg you, I beg you. We have a non-biblical worldview. We already went over that. We don't know the Word. Christians don't know the Word, much less the United States. And we neglect the Sabbath. That's just another day. Everything's open. I remember when I was growing up, no stores were open. You couldn't go out to eat. You had to go home. There was a roast in the crock pot. And that's what you had. But we have made Sunday just another day. Maybe we get to church for an hour or two. And we check that off. Okay, now the rest of the day is mine. And remember, he sent them into captivity for that. Remember, that's what we're looking back. We're keep looking back. What did Israel do? What was the consequence? What did Israel do? What was the consequence? God didn't change you resting on the seventh day because of the cross. That's still his day. But you know what? They kept saying, well, let me read Jeremiah 2:11. God said, but my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. They've given me up for things that don't matter is what that means. In 5:12 it said, they kept saying, but we're the same. Misfortune won't come on us. Nothing's going to happen to us. We've got the temple. We're okay. Everything's going to be fine. And then in 6:15 he said, my people don't know how to blush. My people don't know how to blush. It makes me so sad. We don't know how to blush. Everything's okay. It's funny.